I chose the very first level because I thought it would be easy. Little did I know, this is actually the most time-consuming level out of the 6.
2 hours later.
This took me an insanely long time to pop one lousy bubble.
Hello there.
I don't know you!
Alright, I get it!
I tumbled Pachyderm, who was in need of another job,
Maximum overdrive!
and I ran the Great Melon Race, in which Lakitu overbought melons and is finding an excuse to give them away. Yoshi went on a sugar run and rampaged across the field and killed one singular Shy Guy, whose name was unknown and will never be remembered. We freed Poochie, who was cruelly tied to a pole. Then I went for a triple banana kill. Then I underwent more agonizing bubble popping and re-evaluated my life
This time,
as I continued popping bubbles in a children's game made in the 90s.
Bruh.
Nevertheless, I pushed on and finally made it to the end of the level by collecting all the fruits without throwing a single egg. Next, we enter the Gates of Hell, an ordinary level in a cute game with fruits and colorful dinosaurs. This level was super nerve-wracking because the lava was insta-kill. Gee, I wonder why. And popping the bubbles before throwing eggs made it 10 times harder and outright impossible because they kept going into the lava. Unfortunately, I accidentally slipped into lava where Yoshi burned alive. Good thing he has his brothers to take his place. I log rolled onto a giant spherical lava resistant wooden ball and skipped all the unnecessary footage because there was nothing going on. We got the last fruit and moved on to the third level with no problem. We're back in the land where the grass is grassy and we take to the skies by riding these strange striped flying worms who are in need of a back scratch. Not gonna lie, this level felt really wonky and kept fearing that I was gonna fall off and had to do the entire thing over. Then we warped into a room where the Fly Guys cannot learn the mistakes, and keep flying above Yoshi, who absolutely devoured most of them, and just kept coming back as if they want to die. Kinda depressing when you think about it. Then we hop aboard onto this sick dragon until we get our last fruit and fought our first boss of the game. It's literally a giant cauliflower puff with legs and got eaten in less than 5 seconds.
I'm gonna do what's
Overall,
called a
this
pro
level
gamer.
posed no problem.
Help! Help!
Next up, we enter the human and cramped huts of the jungle. This level felt like a labyrinth, and felt a bit overwhelming as a kid, and still does now. What I do appreciate about this level are the main gimmicks, the giant huts that reveals contents when entering. The first one had timed melons that had me scourging for them. The next one had me ascend to the top of the giant chain shop maze, and found more bubbles that took me a billion years to pop.
Brother, this guy stinks!
The next hut was filled to the brim with Shy Guys on stilts, and I always wanted to learn how to walk on those. And finally, the last hut had a bunch of spikes throwing spikes at me without my consent. After getting all the fruit, I was left with only one more to go. We reached the first underwater level where Yoshi is able to breathe without air and doesn't disintegrate like he does in Mario Sunshine. Usually, water levels are very limited in terms of movement, but in this game, it was actually smooth to navigate around the reefs. Yoshi's extended tongue made this experience much more bearable. I was bombarded by 1,000 jellyfish with fruit inside of them as my quest for underwater fruit continues on. There were a ton of unique enemies following me around and almost impossible to avoid. And the submarine Shy Guy was a really cool enemy and should be used more in Mario games. With all that being said, I was able to proceed to the next level of the game. Mecha Castle is the embodiment of misery. This darkness-filled horror show was filled to the brim with giant sharp knives that impaled me every couple seconds. This level is very fitting for a final boss level, so props to the team for concocting this. As per usual, the biggest obstacle that stood in my way was popping those dang bubbles. There was an abundance of those floating around. I stuck my tongue out to pop this bubble for like 100 hours, only to discover it was revealed to be a switch that gave me points. What a productive use of my time. I navigated to the next room, and this was where I used up 99% of my lives due to the instant kill springs. The difficulty level spike was extremely noticeable, and these spring patterns were very unpredictable too. I finally got to the boss room, where we fight Baby Bowser using his own bombs against him. Throwing them doesn't count, as they're not eggs technically. I accidentally ate a happy heart and couldn't throw anything because my eggs were unlimited, so I had to wait even more to wear it out. After a couple more bomb shots, we managed to knock him down to the ground. He kept getting hurt by his own bombs, and after a couple more seconds of this, we successfully defeated Baby Bowser and finished the game without needing to throw any eggs. I named myself Beans, and the Yoshis got their happy tree back. Overall, this challenge was fun, but was very annoying because of the bubbles. If you want to try this challenge out for yourself, feel free to do so. Thank you for watching, please like and subscribe for more content like this.